Yeah, my name is Javier Plasencia. I'm originally from Ecuador, South America. I have been here in the US for about 7 years. And basically, I'm a volunteer in S.A.M Foundation and helping to anything is needed. For example, prepare the food and serve the food, clean it up after food. Sometimes I help with, I serve with worship as well, playing guitar, singing a little bit, and basically it's my role is to help when it is needed, but a lot of things to do here. It's a pretty nice story because I met Kurt because I was involved in the rooted group at the church that we used to go, and what part of that study it's serving. So he gave me the opportunity to come to S.A.M and to take a look, and he said, yeah, you can go, you can take a look, if you like you can come back or not, it's up to you, no pressure. And that was the first time that I came, and since I came, since the first time, definitely I feel like this is my place. This is the opportunity that I was looking for to serve God, because I think that this Christianity is not only to go in church or to speak about God or remember verses. Serving is one of the most important things, and I found the opportunity. So that's the way that I met Kurt and I met S.A.M Foundation, and starting that moment, I never stopped to come. I think that is an opportunity to share, but it's interesting because sometimes people can imagine that we can come here to give, but mostly we receive more than give. So basically, that's the reason why I come here. Is a gift for me. Even I'm serving, but I'm receiving a lot as well. So definitely, it's wonderful, and definitely I encourage a lot of people to experience serving, because this is my first experience serving. But definitely, it's awesome, and it's in both ways. So I can notice to share, to talk to anyone, to pay attention, to be kind, to try to understand, try to put in practice empathy, and say, okay, I'm trying to figure out how do you feel. And sometimes it's just to listen. It's enough. Sometimes shake a hand, sometimes give a hug, but definitely it's like a kind of exchange of kindness, of grace, of love, because definitely it's like a family, and it's love people to try to change in their lives. I think it's a misperception, because I'm talking because my personal experience. Before this experience, I never understand in the past what exactly where the homeless are, who they are, because sometimes because of judgment, I used to say, but they look healthy or something. Why he's not working? He's not looking for a job. He's lazy people. That's my judgment. But so that's the reason why I think that the most of people don't understand their reality, the reality behind, the lot of stories behind those kind of people. But when you talk to them, and when you hear the stories, and when you understand the reason why, and there's many and plenty of reasons because they are homeless, so you say, oh my gosh, I've never heard about that. I never understood. So that's the reason why I think that that's the most important misunderstanding, that's on one hand. But on the other hand, I think that people, because the selfish, because the ego, people are pursuing all the selfish benefits. I'm looking for to me, you know, my job, money to me, travel to me, food to me. I want to reach, I want another car, house, or whatever. So the most of goals are related with themselves. So basically, and this is part of the work, unfortunately, but that's the reason why it is very important to encourage people to give them the opportunity to serve and experience the happiness when you serve, the experience what exactly life is related to. It's not ourselves, because if you can imagine, it was like a super small purpose if we came to this world just to grow, to marry, to have kids, get a job, buy a car, buy a house, and die. It's kind of little purpose. So God, He has a big purpose for us, and the ultimate purpose is not related with us. It's related with other people. It's related with helping people. It's related with impact people, impact lives people. So I think that's the both points. The misunderstanding on one hand, and on the other hand, it's people don't like serve because they experience, because they're selfish. They are trying to live in their own lives, pursuing happiness, but they never gonna find happiness on themselves, because happiness is always related with relationships. I experienced a pretty nice story, because when I started to surf, someday we had an activity outdoors, and we organized to give to all of brothers and sisters, provide their rights, and say, okay, in my car we are coming 3 people or something, and when we went into my car, it was a brand new car at that moment, and they said, oh, but this is new car, oh, it's amazing, it smells like new. So I perceived that they didn't wanna get into the car. I say, oh no, because maybe, sometimes the clothing are not in good shape, or not smelling good, or something like that, because of that. And I told to them, let me share you a secret. This is not my car. They say, oh, it's not your car. Yeah, it's God's car. I'm His driver. And definitely God will be so happy if you get in and ride with me, because I'm just His driver. This is not my car. I'm His driver. So come on, join me and enjoy the ride. So definitely I found, I experienced a lot of happiness when I understand that we don't own anything. Everything, the owner, the owner is God. He owns all the silver and gold, everything. He's the owner. So we only have that material things, and we can use with wisdom, and we can use to serve and to help people. So that's one of the experience that basically when I was starting to surf, I experienced that, and it was super nice. And the other experience, I saw a brother that he was the first person that I started to talk, and he shared to me his story, and homeless story and everything. And then I noticed how he started to grow, and he started to change the way of see, the way to speak, kindness. And I experienced all the changing process. And then he got a job, and started to job, and say, oh wow, that's crazy. So your life is changing. He said, yes, definitely my life is changing. My life is not the same anymore. So basically, I think that when I saw that, I felt that definitely we are impacting people, and we are changing lives. That's the purpose, and definitely it's a super good testimony about that. Well, I think that God has definitely big plans for this community, because God knows the deep of our hearts, and God knows what's the reason we are doing this. And definitely we need help, we need resources, we need hands to help, hands to serve, but especially I think that we need more people involved serving, because I've mentioned in the previous question, it's not only to give but receive as well. And I think, and I can see my vision for S.A.M Foundation is that I can see starting to make a gathering in Spanish for Hispanic people. So maybe that's the reason why I'm here, because I speak. My primary language is Spanish, by the way, and that's the reason why I think that one of the main purposes, and what's the reason why I'm here. And there is a lot of Hispanic community nearby, and they need a lot, but sometimes they feel like like a fear or uncomfortable when they came to a place that other people are speaking English, because the most of them, they don't speak English very well, they don't understand. So basically, if we can make a gathering in Spanish and share with them, because I know their culture as well. Now, it's not only about language, but the culture as well. So basically, I can see that will happen soon. When? I don't know. I don't know when. I don't know how. God knows, but definitely it will be happening. So that's my vision.